Welcome back to another episode here in our Houston Texans franchise here on Madden 24, and today we're going to be taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars for the second time this season, a team that has absolutely fallen off this last couple of weeks as they were really good in the season, might have even been undefeated, and now they're at 4-4, same as the Titans, and the Colts are 5-4. We just got done barely beating the Bears while in overtime, meaning not the greatest things for us, as they were 2-7. Barely winning that one. Of course, another really good game for Nico Collins, and we're kind of under the impression that the game might be messing up because he's the number one wide receiver or because he's just normal dev, and normal the star dev just doesn't exist for wide receiver, so he is at the number 2 spot. We're going to see if that actually fixes it or not. If it's the same scenario, then obviously it wouldn't, but at the same time, we can't prove it with just no scenario in general. That can't prove it, obviously. But players of the week, let's see who got them. It was CJ Stroud, who had not a great completion percentage, but so many yards and so many touchdowns that they're like, screw it, dude, just give it to him. Pope, he also had a really good game. Obviously, absolutely ridiculous in the ground game. Threw some pretty good touchdowns, had some yards, but did fumble twice, did have an interception. 2 of those were actually takeaways. One of them obviously was just recovered by them. Luckily, I don't even know how. There's like a billion of our guys and we just didn't get it. We also have a focus player and a prospect spotlight scenario situation going on. So let's take a look at those first, because scouting is obviously a big part. Dexter Ramsey, a tight end. Maybe the most talented position on our team right now. So, yeah, maybe wide receiver would beat that by a little bit. I don't know. It's not like we have the best players in the world, but we have all the depth in the world. And, I mean, unless someone's like a Kyle Pitts level talent, they're unlikely to, be that guy for us, right? Who the hell? Did I already forget it? No, here he is, Dexter Ramsey. I guess we scout further. Wide receiver's not really a need. O-line, I think, is always a need. DT, we don't know about Glover yet. He's been injured a lot, and in general, I worry about the fact that, because of those injuries, I don't know who the hell this is, but he sucks. He won't hit his full potential, and B, he just might get injured all the time. So we'll see what happens there. Linebacker wouldn't hurt, I suppose, but, I'm just kind of scouting whatever, because at this point, we're actually in a pretty good spot. We just need more time to develop. We don't really need new players. We just need more time. And, of course, going against the Jaguars, like we said, who are a cold opponent. How many games have they lost in a row? Jaguars are struggling a bit, but sometimes a team can trip up unexpectedly by looking forward to the next game. Yeah, if we look ahead, it could happen. No fear, smug response. Let's just go no fear. Trap game, screw it, dude. We're not worried. We're a little worried, to be fair. Jaguars are struggling. All players this game will have -5 break tackle, play rec, and tackle for this game. They say all players, like, as in their players, right? Because why would their struggling lower us? Don't tell me that's what that did. I doubt it, but you just never know. Of course, we will have to change the lineup a little bit because, once again, Nico Collins needs to be back at the number 1 spot as we, move that around just to see if that fixed it. Didn't, but if Nico Collins is another good game, we'll do that again and see if it does change anything. But this is basically what the lineup looks like on offense and defense. And let's hop on in. Hudson, of course, injured for a couple of weeks with that the foot fracture. I almost said fracture. I don't know what that would mean. But finally going to be back next week. He was having a really good start to the season, and, a couple of weeks out now. Not great, but thankfully it was right around the bye week, so it didn't matter as much. Those Jaguars, though, dude, 4-5. They were so good. I don't know what happened. They throw the ball pretty well. Let's go with medium defense. And then looking at what they do well on defense, apparently it's nothing. I guess medium attack, medium defense, and then you know the drill. I got to do these focus players. And you already know I love the cornerback ones. You already know it. What are you going to do to Clayton? Ford's fast, but Clayton's A, not that slow himself, and B, just him. Really. All right, never mind. Bro, how come the freaking corners in Madden never animate? Thank you. You literally have to swat, otherwise you just don't get it. You go for the pick, and your guy just, stays stationary. He doesn't adjust for the ball at all. Come on, man. You got to be in the perfect position for a pick. As a wide receiver, you hold Y, and they just latch you on. All right, a couple upgrades. Christian Harris, want that block shed up. And once again, I think if you can't get a middle linebacker field general, it is run stopper for the outside linebackers. That is the best to go for because you do get coverage as well, whereas with block shed, or the pass coverage, you don't get block shed ever. it's only coverage. As far as Brevin Jordan goes, I guess vertical threat, it kind of does make sense that we kind of moved on from him just because that age has kind of creeped up. 24 years old and still at the beginning of his developing process, whereas Boyer is, 21, 22 at the beginning of his, and he's still like right on par with Brevin, but a little bit faster. Release medium is really bad for Ford. What's the medium? Is deep threat medium? I would say deep threat's release, medium, and deep. So that's probably what we're going to rock continuously. Getting that release upgrade as well. We got everything we said we were going to get. So not bad. That medium freaking route running is so bad, though. I can see why he kind of like just over like pumps his routes. I don't even know how I would explain it, but just not good. That's all I can say. Not good. All right, here we go. A pretty big game here as, the Jaguars have just constantly been going backwards on the season, and we're going forward. And obviously, in general, this would give us a massive lead on them for the division. So I'm not saying that would be an official win of the division with this win, but it would make it very hard for them to come back from, a 3.5 game deficit. Obviously, we see the Colts are right on our tail again, and it's crazy to see, the Colts and us, kind of sucking and then just turning around and being that team. The rest of the division struggling right now, and we'll see what happens. Obviously, it's still a pretty long season. We're like a little over halfway through, but maybe there's some injuries that need to be fixed up. I know our D-line has been injured 24/7, specifically those rookies, and obviously the offense has picked it up a little bit, but that's just because of some new, younger names that are actually really, really athletic, and we're getting them involved quite a bit. Pierce is still him, and the defense has picked it up a little bit. The pass rush is getting slightly better. At least Hudson was, and then he got injured, and now here we are. But we will be kicking the ball off first here, and that kick bar is kind of moving. The Jaguars already in the zone with their stadium ability. Don't know what the hell it is, but have it on just because I feel like it adds a little bit of a challenge. And once again, it gives a reason for the home field advantage to actually exist. Whereas normally it's just sound, right? It's just sound, and in-game it doesn't really matter. Of course, Trevor Lawrence, decent numbers, but I don't think he's even close to as good as Stroud on the season, right? Definitely not on yards. I don't really think there's actually a single quarterback at all that has his yards. But here we go with Mr. Houston. Really good defense. He kind of filtrated around and almost busted it free, but didn't quite. As Travis Etienne, not bad last week. Not spectacular, obviously, but some games you have an up and down game, and it was an okay one. Definitely okay. I don't know who they played either. It could have been like a really good run defense team, and the timing on that's great. Really good hit by the Rook, but it's a really good catch by Calvin Ridley, who has caused problems for us in the past. He's scored many touchdowns on us in his short time in Jacksonville. Of course, this game is actually in Jacksonville, speaking of. And kind of on the running back, he is not going to see it coming. He kind of sees us near him probably, was getting, ready to brace for the hit, and didn't even know the ball was coming out probably. He's still running his route, but that is kind of his job. He needs to get his head around and see if that ball is coming because, he's open enough, right? If he catches that, makes a play on us, and really good hits by Shaquille Griffin. Going to force a 3rd and 10 now. The timing isn't bad. It's just the coverage has been really good to start. Christian Harris just roaming free in the middle of the field, getting to do what he wants here. And that is just slightly behind him. And Stingley is going to kind of get a pass breakup, but really more or less just a bad throw. And trying to get him out there a little bit more, Tank Dell on the kick return. And we're going to show off some shiftiness, doesn't quite get it to the 20-yard line. Let's actually take a look at CJ Stroud's numbers, as we were kind of curious when we seen Trevor's, see what he was up to. If they want to show us, and those numbers. 26 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, a lot of yards. I don't know why I never learn. It's going to be a bad. I don't know why I just don't know why. I think Ford is just so fast that I'm just like, I've got to keep trying because it'll be too much fun if they actually block for him. And then stupidly and expectedly, we never do. And in behind, that was a little scary. I thought number 35 had a chance. That crosser. CJ Stroud, 23 yards to Mr. Nico Collins, who's already getting started. Let's see what we got here. And that's a late throw to Nico, who holds on and breaks the tackle. gaining about 12. And I swear, if we get a scenario finally with Nico Collins, and that's the game he gets locked up, I'm going to be so freaking mad. Like, nobody seems to be able to cover him this season, and if we actually get a breakout, and that's the one time they do, I'm going to freaking lose it. Of course, a 10-yard gain for Pierce to start it out. Read option going up against this edge. They're not going to see it, and CJ Stroud, maybe not a smart move, goes for 3 yards on the read. What the hell? Is he trying to sniff his knees? Is there a knee fetish out there? This probably is, right? CJ Stroud has it. This is one weakness. He has no weaknesses on the actual field itself. Tight end's open. Holds on. Burning Oluokun of all players. If there was any linebacker that was going to cover him, it would have been him. But Boyer still, with the great protection, gets out there and scores a long one. Petrie on the blitz from the 25-yard line. I thought that was a play action, and there goes ETN, getting a nice stiff arm as well. There's the yard as they were looking for. Lost 4 in the first play and gains 21 on the second. Well, you can't keep your head down. You just don't know what's going to happen. That's just proof of it, right? Really bad start, and then he gets a huge run afterwards. And Trevor's trying to get out, but can't. And Dietrich, too wise, Jr., brings him down. All right, no Eggman now. Thank you. I'm going to go with, oh, Lord. Who was supposed to be on him? Evan Ingram's gone. I forgot, actually. Last time we played Evan Ingram, he cooked us. It must have been a linebacker on him, or maybe even a safety, because the safeties have played really badly this season. But 43 yards is huge. Evan Ingram has been a problem for us in this series so far. As we're going to kill him. Blast it, but holds on because it's Kirk. Bringing a little bit of a blitz. 5 players. Murray's going to be the main man. And I don't know where Murray's going, but we don't finish anyways. Murray finishes the job at least, but 2 yards gained because Ward can't tackle. Apparently. All right, what do we got? Clayton going against Ingram. I mean, that should be a little bit better of a matchup. And the timing on that is impeccable. And Zay freaking Jones is going to get to the 1-yard line. Christian Harris is talking crap, tapping on his head. I don't know if that would be considered taunting, but you know what? I'm inclined to say throw the flag. Murray's out there. Murray's out there. Gets stiff-armed, but finished from behind by Glover. Yeah. Could have chose better words, but, you know, he got finished from behind. What can I tell you? And another pitch. I mean, I got to give it to him. I definitely did not expect back-to-back pitch plays. I don't expect a pitch play at the 1 in general, let alone back-to-back. That is a gutsy call, but you know what? It freaking works, and they're going to tie the game up. Almost got out there again with Murray, but this time the blocks were actually on point. Took out both of us that were out there. Little old Tank Dell. Not really seen much from Goodson, and Robert Woods, obviously his big play potential is, I mean, pretty much nothing. To the 24-yard line, you know, Tank Dell kind of available now since we don't have him in the starting lineup. Obviously, he'll get a couple of opportunities on offense here and there, but in general, you know, kick returners, they get that, so it's not like it's unheard of. It's a kick returner playing number 4 receiver as well? No way. And here goes Singletary with insane blocks to the 41. And everyone's little favorite thing, the crosser from the play action. We're actually going to go Brevin because it didn't look like a great route from Nico. But more importantly, Brevin was just absolutely naked. In theory, on par for 400 again. But realistically, I don't know. We'll see. Going to be a run, and the C's have been parted. I know that their only like kind of good interior lineman is Devon Hamilton, but still, we're getting like literal like pancakes, semi-level block lanes. I mean, we could fit a damn RV through here at this point. I should have went with the quick out, and that throw is terrible. Nico's open. It would have been a tough catch, but he caught a few of those already, so why the F not, right? You got a fullback lead. Do you really trust the fullback, though, is the question. Don't trust the play action, so screw it. I'm in. And not by a lot, but enough. Back to it on the play action. We love this play action a lot. There goes Nico. And the throw is terrible. Good reaction by Campbell, who's covering 2 players there, but still. Terrible throw. A lot of like play action kind of crosser stuff in this playbook, but what am I supposed to do? We're just cooking. Let's see Ford. he's probably going to be more of a fake. And we just didn't have enough time. That time I can understand it. There was a guy literally in his face taking him down from 4-4 to 4-7 on throws. Offensive line kind of, you know, not doing its job. Receivers getting open, but we're just missing the throw as well. And we're going to barely get this one out there. I don't know if we're going to finish the play. And he's going to get no help. It's going to be 4th and 3. And, I mean, I believe in our ability to get 3 yards. But at the same time, I think you take the guaranteed points. I mean, our defense is pretty good. So into the second quarter, we're going to be taking the 3-point lead. I think you guarantee yourself points in a situation like this. You know, they had a couple of close calls that could have easily got him off the field, and I don't know what that throw is, but Evan Ingram is apparently super sure-handed now. Man's been making some catches out here. Man coverage across the board. Freaking on Lonnie. Wow, that was quick. Nice, I mean, once again, instant kind of knockdown, and Evan Ingram just continuing to cook us for the second straight year. I kind of wish he would leave in free agency, just like a little bit. Stuck in the line. Good move. Scott was out there. I don't know if that was supposed to be Scott's coverage, but it was definitely a bailout of some sort because there is nobody there. And, I mean, I don't think we brought Scott on a blitz. Did we? Scott just said, screw it, dude. I'm sick of this. I'm coming. I don't care. I'm going for him. Murray trying to drop back. Can't quite get... Oh, we left that guy wide open. And that guy is, of course, ETN. Huge hit. And once again, we just talked about it before the game. You know, Malik Collins, I think it was, almost just killed him on accident, too. Glover, injured again. The guy is always injured. I mean, in general, our D-line is always injured, but still, an ETN fights, almost bad to the line, 2nd and 11. All right, Will Anderson, let's see if we can just speed rush off the edge. Oh, we can't when they're running it. Can't get out there. Trying. We got blocked up last second. The blocks are pretty good, but ETN managed it better than anyone. And Bruce Sternum out for the game. I mean, just not dependable at this point. At this point, even though he has high potential, it's probably a position of need. Curl was wide open, but he takes the guarantee, especially to Evan Ingram is going to take it for a lot more than that little bit of first down yard is needed. Will Anderson off the edge from the 18-yard line. A little bit of a fake out, and it was. Will Anderson was not falling for it. Just dumped him. Not that it mattered, because he wouldn't have caught him anyways if it was actually a sweep. But the Jaguars back down here in a hurry. 2nd and 12 from the 20-yard line. Scott looking undersized. And we got a guy on it. Scott going to come up, and yeah, I mean, that's pretty good containment. It's not really his job, but, you know, Murray kind of picked up the running back, so it was like, screw it, it's time to just go where the hell we want with Scott, and wherever we feel like we're needed, like freaking Batman. And curl route. Curl route, inside's open, one-on-one. Didn't switch me in time, but maybe that's a freaking blessing as Ward takes him down one-on-one. And just like us, a field goal on 4th and 3. Dameon Pierce on par for 1,000 yards on the season just to end this game, probably going to get it. Oh, my God. Trayvon Walker kind of was drafted for that athleticism, and he really showed it on that play. The fact that he got out there and just caught up in such a hurry was kind of shocking. It felt like a horror movie getting chased down by the killer. That was not fun. It's a tough one. A little behind him. Holds on while being blasted. Once again, Nico Collins, his best attribute is his catching. Of course, the route running is kind of coming along with it a little bit lately, especially that release. But in general, the best thing about him is that frame with the catching. The catch radius. And going to try to outrun that side. And this time, going to get it as Trayvon Walker is not over there. And we will get the edge for the first down, barely. Showing off that speed, though. And could be a blitz. I don't think it shows us unless it's on 3rd or 4th down. So, in some trouble. Going to time that to the tight end who catches it and moves along to the 39-yard line. Very perfect throw and route. Sold him enough, so, I mean, it felt clean. Felt like the defender was not going to be able to, like, judge. Oh, I know what the play is, you know. And Pierce is getting some lanes so far, as he fights all the way to the 14-yard line, averaging 10 yards a carry so far. Maybe those run block sliders need to go down even lower than where they are. Which is kind of crazy to think, but maybe. Let's go with the drag. Maybe clear up Boyer in the back of the end zone unless it's zone. Which it is. But here goes Nico fighting to the 6-yard line for 9. Fade for Collins, really just kind of clearing out for Boyer. In behind. I did not see him actually get into that. I did see him, but I thought he was going to carry over with the first slant that came into his area. But he did not. Do I really trust the run? This front looks pretty good. I think if we get the first down here, that's guaranteed that we have to lower the sliders again. Yeah, I think it's guaranteed. They have the front set up. We really aren't ready for that, yet we end up making the play. Read option. I don't really see this working, but we're going to try it anyways. And never mind what I see, because Stroud somersaults into the end zone. All right, their turn to answer back. So far, it's a pretty good, sort of shootout, not full-on shootout. Oh, my, that's a really good play. And there goes Evan Ingram, getting all the way down to the 36 in one play. Evan Ingram is always a problem and always will be. Trying to fake him out a little bit. And fake no one out. He's like, I see Evan Ingram open. I throw to Evan Ingram. The math is simple. And so far, that math has probably already led up to well over 100 yards in the first half to a freaking tight end who has drops open pass trade, I believe. And the timing is just impeccable once again. I don't know how we defend that. I mean, he even had a dive for it. All right, they're making quick work of this, 2-minute drill. Will Anderson getting a push, but that's going to leave the contain. And ETN breaks the tackle, but we stop him to the 9 for 5. They keep trying to get me to run these crazy blitzes. Look like the double wheel, in my opinion. And I don't know what it was, but it's a first down is what it is. All right, let's see what they got for us. Running the run commit on first play. And that's going to be a great play by Will Anderson. Of course, the clock's running here, but, I mean, we've only got 2 timeouts. And let's see what happens on this play before we decide anything. Although it probably doesn't really matter, right? And that's going to be knocked down. We get to save a timeout. Come with the blitz. Is that Christian Harris going against him? And, of course, I mean, I have to make a business decision. There's 2 plays that could be. It could be some sort of slant over the middle or that kind of option route to the right. You can either sit where he sat or go further, and that's the one it was. 22 seconds left, all tied up. 35-yard line for the kickoff. I mean, we'll see. Tank Dell's not been great on the kick return, so I'm going to leave it. Let's maybe see if we have a shot here. Get the ball at half, so I don't want to do anything that's going to jeopardize our, going into half tied with ball situation. But at the same time, going into half with a lead of some sort is a much better situation. Medium route for Ford's not great, but I might still just take the shot. Especially when he is wide open. The defense is nowhere to be found. And Ford is just too fast. You cannot cover him single coverage without a safety. What are they doing? I mean, I don't even know who told him to run a release like this. This isn't even the route he's supposed to be running. I think he just kind of bumps off of the edge rusher, and the corner just doesn't expect him to gun it that quick. That's just a case of just Cam Dantzler, who's more than 10 speed slower, I think. Also getting taken out by his own guy the entire route. And there's just no chance. And they get a little run, and it's the 33-yard line now. I don't know if this is actually a Hail Mary or not. It's not. It's just like a little stat pad to Evan Ingram, who clearly needs more yards. Up by 7, though. Miraculous play where they it's just a perfect storm of stupid defensive play calling. Cam Dantzler on Ford with no safety help is just dumb. And, of course, you look at the numbers. You take away that huge play we just had, and our pass numbers are actually pretty tame. So they kind of slowed us down after the first quarter, but as of right now, because of that huge touchdowns, things are looking very much so up for us to win this game. At this point, you can almost argue we are the better team. We have core players that are just better in certain spots, and in general, we are more athletic, which athleticism we know matters a ton, especially in Madden. And a little bit of a hold where Tank Dell finally has a decent little return, which maybe that's why. All right, starting off the second half from our own 16-yard line. Got a little motion with the wham type play. Perfect blocking as Pierce gets about 6. I don't know how this bubble would work out. How are they going to get out in front of him? I think, to be fair, they actually didn't block well, and there goes Pierce. Only thing he can really do is power there because juke moves, someone catches him from behind. Still averaging 10 yards per carry. Definitely going to have to lower that down even further, which is crazy to think. But it's true. The blocking is just insane. I mean, we don't have a bad offensive line, but we definitely don't have that good of one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, let's throw this away. Good coverage. And normally you think 2nd and 10 run, that's stupid, but our run game has actually been easily our most consistent and good piece. As that time, in fairness, they were not set up to stop the run, and we have over 100 yards, averaging 10 yards per carry. Even Singletary with, heavy formations like this have pretty good numbers, I'm pretty sure. Might only be a second run, in fairness, but nice move. And there goes Singletary falling for it for 7. Over 10 yards per carry for him as well. And like I said, both plays have been like super heavy, run formations for us, which brings out their heavy defense, And here we are again. Did he just do it again? It's a terrible throw, but Ford's like, screw it. Sick little catch, but a bad throw leads to no touchdown. Would have been his second one. I don't know what's happening on that play. For some reason, it's so bumped up that he's just kind of like using, I don't know. And then once again, they're just bumping into each other again. And Ford is just gone. I mean, Ford's got the speed to do that anyways, but when you're going to make it that easy on him, it's going to be even easier. So like a glitch play, not even by like design, but just by EA being dumb. And there goes an overthrow touchdown. Sounds like Nico Collins is on par for maybe a history-breaking season. I don't know if he's actually going to get the yards he needs, but he's having a hell of a year, and all touchdowns would help that hell of a year be even better. And our guys actually got out there. It's just their defense was set up anyways. Gonna hit them with the same play they hit us with. See what happens. I'm not very good at like reading the play though. Oh my God! What the hell is that throw? That's going to be a pick at the 2-yard. That's a hell of an interception, in fairness. I mean, he just misses him. Of course, Boyer should recover on that, but, I mean, he knows where he's going to sit, right? He sits literally there. Like, I could see if he moved over and, Stroud was throwing to the position he was in, but there's no excuse for this. He stopped right where he stopped. He didn't continue running. That's insane, though. All right, the Jaguars were looking like they were in a very bad spot to try and, come back into this game. Going to be down 2 possessions, but not today. And I thought, whoo, what a tackle. Number 77 was on a warpath. Murray doesn't get him there. That might have been a 97-yard rushing touchdown. Number 77 was about to kill Ward. Ward was probably about to retire there. And that's a crazy play. Can't get over there, sadly, but still, only a 2-yard gain. Good job by these linebackers. Been a little iffy in coverage today, but overall they've been great in the run defense, which is kind of their weak point for the most part. And quick throw to the outside. Guess who? Who else would you go to in a time of crisis, a time of need? Evan Ingram cooking up, gaining the first down, which will get them out of their 2-yard line and with a fresh set of downs. Halfway through the third, it's anyone's game. And nobody's really on the receiver. I mean, Clayton's on him, but no one's on the quarterback running that play action, and that's a free throw. Hits it perfectly, and that's another first down. See Will Anderson? Every time I use him, it's a run play, and the blocks are perfect. Try to go low, misses the tackle, and the chase down from Clayton will take him down to the 41, but yet another huge first down. The momentum is slipping. The momentum is absolutely shifted in their favor. I don't know why I'd say it's still on our side. Uh-oh. Can't get out there. I literally went with an inside move, but we got out in front of it and stopped it. 7 yards gain rather than what could have been easily another first down. Would have been like 4 in a row. 4 catches for 29 yards. They run their whole offense through him. Christian Harris. And it is going to be sit down. Get over there. Kirk's going to slip. No, he's not going to slip off. Great tackle. Noah Igbenogany one-on-one. Nearing the fourth quarter, in position here to tie it up, but 3rd and 2 is looming. Keep Petrie nearby just in case it is a run, which it's not. And that's so low, but it's a great throw and an even better catch. There's nothing that you can do about that. Once again, Clayton has been in perfect coverage all game long, and he's just been beaten by better throws. That's really not much more you can do about it. Like, what can he do? Like, there's just nothing. Move him over in case it is. And one-on-one. And Stingley's on it. Gaining 5, but considering we're really far off there and we pulled off the linebacker coverage, that was a dangerous situation. Got all the linebackers over there. I think Kirk has the better chance to win the one-on-one deep. Stingley's pretty damn good. And quick out. Okay defense considering. 3 yards gained, 3rd and 2. And we're not ready for this. Yeah, I gave it up again. Huge hit late, but we're not ready for it. We are not ready for it. I should have called a timeout. We had linebackers covering wide receivers, but I guess it didn't really matter because they went to the freaking linebacker covering the tight end. Because Evan Ingram is a problem. No matter who we put on him, he is burning them. And that guy is wide. Oh my God! Calvin Ridley putting his life on the line for absolutely no reason. If he just lowers the shoulder, he probably gets the score anyways, and at worst, he's at the 1. He almost died. That is some Javid Best business. What is he doing? Look at this. Jeez. It's one of those like, you might wonder how I ended up in this situation. Let me take you back to the beginning. It's so brutal. I want to see this in real time again, though. Let's see this. Oh my God, that is ridiculous. Why? But hey, he's the one that tied up the game, I suppose. So here it is, 24 all. About to enter the 4th. Got ourselves a good one. Good divisional battle. And Robert Woods misses the block. Nice. Rudolph, I believe, has been held catchless. But outside of Ford making big play, oh, he is burning now. That's a great throw. And look at the smoothness of his running, though. I really like it. But outside of those big plays of Ford, we really haven't had that much success in the pass game in general. So, also had that pick at the goal line, and, you know, it hasn't been as smooth sailings as it seems like it is based on the stat line. Brevin Jordan try to break a tackle. Does get about 9, and then some fighting. How the hell is that 8 yards? It looked like 9. Once again, I'm not going to worry about 1 yard, but still, where's my 1 yard? Like, give it back. And here, no matter what, we're going to hand this off as they're just not ready for the run at all. They've got nobody on that front, and it's going to be an easy first down leading to the 4th quarter at the 28. I don't know what I see in this play, but I'm just going to run it. I mean, that's almost picked off. I don't know what Stroud's doing there. The play actually worked out pretty well, in my opinion. I'm not very, like, you know, good with those types of screens. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be, like, when I'm supposed to throw the ball, but that looked like good timing. Is Lil Bro feeling all right? Pierce, did you forget what your job was, buddy? And I ain't running a 3rd straight screen. I thought I was going to hit them with their own medicine here. Of course, the slant right into their coverage look. I have no choice. Did he get it? Oh, the throw. I had no choice. No safety help. It's Ford one-on-one, man coverage. Instead, it's going to be a long field goal as we just sold the drive with 2 iffy, different look screens. But either way, we will regain the lead with 9 minutes left. The worst part is both screens were blocked up nearly perfectly. And yet, still sold. Stroud missed the first throw to the tight end, and then Pierce literally forgot he was the main route. And the timing on that is, oh my lord. You see the move, dude. Literally a wide receiver playing tight end. This is unfair. He's playing like Kyle Pitts should play. Like, it's actually ridiculous. To the 44-yard line. And can't get in behind. Guess who? He's always a problem. What do we do? I don't know. I'm going to go best on best, I guess, by overall. I don't know if that actually affects it. If anything, it might even hurt us because it might just take off any, like, cornerback playing him and it just be linebackers and safeties instead. And there's nothing we can do there. It's perfect coverage again. Considering blast him as he's catching it, and he still holds on. I mean, I feel like Clayton's been amazing this game, and still just can't seem to stop him. Oh my, there goes Griffin. Pre-play, I wanted to check over there. I'm not really sure if there's 2 better. I guess maybe Clayton's a lower overall than Griffin. He's higher overall. I mean, they're both same speed, and their ratings are probably similar anyways, but I wanted Clayton playing against a really good player. His man coverage is already better anyways, actually, so the press is obviously better on Griffin. But what is this? Is their second best receiver not Calvin Ridley based on overall? What is this? I get Ingram kind of counts, but it's not like Clayton was being covered with Ingram. I would imagine it was Petrie again. If it was Clayton, then fair enough. Yeah, it was Noah Igbenogany. So F us, I guess. Just like not even listen to the literal game plan. Sweet. Literally by overall. I guess we'll go by speed this time. We're going to pull like the fastest guy that doesn't even play off my bench. It's like, we got him, boss. The 72 overall, 95 speed player is gonna start over all your other guys. Brevin Jordan, not a great route at all. Drops it. I mean, he had so much lead off, but the route, the cut on the sharpness of the cut was just terrible. Like, he just didn't accelerate through the play. It was really bad. 2nd and 10. Hold it. Nice catch. That was a tough one for Rudolph going against Aluakon, the linebacker. It's a big hit. Level switch. See if Pierce wants to maybe clutch up. Forward with the speed. Obviously, we can see that this is a blitz, it seems. Forward with the speed. Forward with the speed. You can't afford to keep him one-on-one. Too good. 120 yards off 3 catches. I honestly would have thought it would have been more than that, but hey, we're cool with it. I just want to win the game. I don't care who gets the yards. Wow, that was actually really good coverage. And there goes Nico last second getting open for the first. Cam Dancer, once again, all over it with Ford, but this time actually wins the matchup. And I still almost threw that thing. With the size of Dancer, if he was still the same depth with him, that might have been picked. And there goes Pierce wide open. I tried to cut move. It was a great one-on-one tackle by Cisco. 6 yards gain, though. You know, down by 4, this is, if we play this right, a potential drive we can score the last points on, but then again, I have a streak. Oh, my lord. This seemed to be a throwaway. Really good coverage off the snap. Ford with the streak, never beat off the line. Beat him. That's the thing, if Ford ever gets that freaking speed, or the release up and the route running up, he's going to be a problem. I kind of panicked. I can't lie. I saw them jump the zig, and I just went back to the first guy that I thought was going to be open. Rudolph from the left. Bringing the blitz from the wrong side. Means debatable to maybe run the... let's go with the quick out from Boyer. Get the block from Pierce. See what we got. And the tight end is open. The throw's not great, but it will be good enough to get there. Great catch. First down. Kind of a double move from Nico Collins to the end zone. Now they're just covering that. Running back's open. Burying Aluakon for a gain of 8. I don't know if we really have that opportunity still to get the final points, but we're gonna try our best by running the ball here. Not trying to instantly get the first down. Good fight gets him maybe a yard. Here comes the blitz. Please, Pierce, just run out there, dude. It's free if he runs out there. And the throw's good enough, and Pierce will get out there. Yeah, I think that play goes into the do not run again category, as even though that should have been free, it was still a struggle to get. Oh, they are not ready for this run. This could be even a touchdown. Let's see what the tight end does. Really good blocking. Oh, the blocks from the tight ends. There you go, and we retake the lead, but there's time. 34-31. Every man coverage look has a linebacker on someone. It's really just not fun. I should have just kept it by base. Ever since, I can't get out there. Get up there, Clayton. Come on. Kirk with the first down and out of bounds. Well, about 7 yards, not first down, but even worse for us because 4 down territory, so the chances of them actually getting stopped is pretty much none. As we got lineups all over the place here, and we're just not going to fix them. I got to try to get over here because I knew they were going to get it because Stingley just didn't adjust. Everyone else did, but not him. Trying to cheat us out here with switching the players around. What other freaking effect did it have? Screen pass. And, we were on that, but he kind of threw it to the dirt instead of to his player. Come with the manual blitz off the edge. Going to use her Ingram. I mean, there's just nothing. It's overthrown. Nice D. We were on it, so it had to be like right on him. If it was any behind him, that would have been a potential pick or at least a knockout. It's hard to tell where he's going to go. I mean, he's gone in, out. I mean, so many different route combinations with that guy. And over the middle. I mean, there's just nobody on him. Trucked over is Petrie by Jones. 400 yards almost, missing only 6 throws. I mean, if they win, player of the week. If they lose, player of the week, honestly, at this rate. Spin move. Clayton knocks it out, though. I was about to say, it's probably his worst coverage play all day, but gets the knockout somehow. Of all the plays being knocked out, that one where we were late to the punch is the one. I mean, that's kind of wild. Kind of shade inside, just in case the running back blocks, which he does not. And once again, the impeccable timing on these throws and routes, I mean, it's just unguardable. You would have had to be playing zone, with a linebacker going, covering the middle of the field, but we were in man coverage, and the timing on that is just literally unguardable. There's not really much you can do about that. Let's go with Houston off the edge. Bull rush, and inside, Clayton burned. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Maybe just get closer to the player. So we are kind of playing off a little bit. I just feel like we get close, and they just burn us deep. Back in the end zone. Nope, he's going to go to the tight end and miss. And now another defensive lineman is injured. This will be the number 4, I believe. 4 starting linebackers. All original starting linemen are injured at this point. I don't know how long term, but still, that is crazy. And that was the tight end we were supposed to cover, but he just didn't get deep. And, I mean, it's impossible. Upper arm fracture. And I instantly clicked X on it because I just knew. Murray's now on the edge because I don't even know if we have enough edge rushers. This is absurd. That's pretty good coverage. Picked. Finally a positive note. Even with the injury, and to the 20, Petrie could have just saved the game. But once again, this D-line continues to get more injured as the weeks go on. And oh my God. Thank you, Devon, for being chill. That was a scary one. And there goes Pierce. And that's the game. Pierce wins it on insane blocking. Gonna have to lower those sliders yet again, I guess. But I just figured, at this point, seen a lot of people run even higher run block sliders than we have right now on all Madden. So kind of figured, hey, we're chilling. Probably shouldn't be running anymore. But Pierce is pretty dependable. Just pretty freaking torn up about that hit. All right, so the game has been won. Ignore the score and the extra stats. Your boy's an idiot. And, kind of got funny with it at the end. Haha, so funny. Almost lost the game. Haha. We still won, thankfully, due to, the run block sliders team. Look at how good he is. He killed us. Being ridiculous. I will say, though, the positive is Rudolph came out with a lot better of a game because of a very good play that we found at the end there just to seal the game up when I should not have had those issues. So a little bit less realistic because the scores changed from what it was supposed to be, but thankfully we got the win in the end. Otherwise I would have had to back out and just bench Will Anderson for whatever an upper arm fractured length is, which at this freaking rate, I mean, those types of injuries sound long-term, but somehow they usually aren't. But the fact that I mentioned that they usually aren't has 100% extended that injury as far as the eye can see. Rudolph looking pretty good here. Mechie. I forgot that John Mechie even exists. I feel so bad. Oh my lord. We have so many slot type receivers on this team. It's unbelievable. Petrie, who had, he's been playing pretty poorly. These safeties are some of our best players, and they've played really poorly so far, but either way, we end up winning the game, and we had a cold opponent thing, right? Yeah, they're so cold, man. They couldn't have had no chance to beat us, obviously. 7-3 now, though. We have won 6 straights, and once again, we are going to be changing sliders a little bit more. We're going to drop, I think I'm going to drop the run block sliders down to 20. I'm just going to go from 34 or 32, whatever they are, to 20. 2 weeks for an upper arm fracture. Okay. Upper arm fracture. I mean, fractures are fractures, right? Am I not wrong? I don't know. The fractures to you are just wimpy little injuries that mean nothing, I guess. But either way, we go against the Dolphins, who could be super high-powered next week on our quest to continue winning and maybe win the division. The Colts are still on our heels. The Jaguars still have a chance, but they got to stop their slide. And the Titans, I mean, they're all over the place this season. I got to assume that they're going to be the lowest win total team in the division. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this one, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, really appreciate continued support on the channel. Maybe follow me on Twitter, JeromepkR, second channel PK plays for non-Madden content. And that is about it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully, guys come back for next video. But until next video,